Well, for both of you guys, how did you guys find out that Kata was going to be out for the season? Did Coach have a meeting? Did Kata tell you? How did you guys find out about that?
Um, well, I already knew because Cade is my boy, but he just brought us all together and just told us in the film room.
That did or Kata did?
Oh, that did. My
Okay.
bad.
So when you guys find that out, that's obviously a pretty big blow for what you guys do offensively and defensively. What's the reaction like when you guys find out you're losing a guy like that for the year?
You got to keep playing. It's unfortunate what happened, and we wish him all good luck, but we just got to keep playing.
Andre, what's it like to have to try to replace a guy like that?
Um, I mean, obviously losing Katie is a big part of our team, and I mean, just having to like sort of be in his place. I mean, he just gives me tips and stuff and tries to help, so it's good.
Do you feel pressure to be a guy that has to step up and replace him?
Um, Not really pressure. I see it more as an opportunity, not so much pressure on me.
You guys talked all lead up to the season and the beginning of the season sort of about this year, wanting this year to be different after not making the tournament last year. And I know that the start Big Ten play hasn't been what you want it to be, but there's still a lot of games left. So I'm just curious, like, what's the mindset of the team right now? Like, are you guys frustrated? Are you down? You're up there laughing. I know you got to have a little bit of levity with things, but like, are you guys upset about what's happening right now, or are you just know there's a lot of season left?
Exactly what you said. It's a lot of season left. Just because we just lost 3 games don't mean I'm not gonna have a smile on my face. We just got to keep playing. Like you said, the season hasn't been going the way it's been going, but we just got to keep playing. We can't deviate from anything. We watch the film and we see what we got to get corrected, and where we're messing up, they're very correctable things. So that's very encouraging as a basketball team. We just gotta keep playing and keep fighting and not lose belief in each other because we can put a lot of blame on like outside forces and we could easily just blame like the coaching staff. But at the end of the day, we the ones out there on the court. We just gotta make it happen.
It's not like, at least from my vantage point, the guys aren't like playing collectively bad games. It just seems like there's a 5-minute stretch or a 10-minute stretch or maybe longer that sort of defines the game, and you find yourself in a hole that you can't dig yourselves out of. So you said it's encouraging. Is that why? Because it's not a
Yeah,
bad effort totally.
it's not like we playing 40 minutes of bad basketball. We know, once we get like locked in and once we get engaged and start doing things with force and aggression and have that attack mentality, we know we're pretty tough to stop. And we talk about it every day. We just gotta keep that. We just gotta find a way to just keep that going for a full game. And I feel like once we do that, it's a wrap for everybody else. That's just how I feel.
You mentioned you've got to find a way to do that. Last year you guys were a pretty young team. This year you're certainly more experienced. What have you pinpointed things? I mean, like, what is it that's causing these 5-minute stretches? Or I don't know if it's that easy to just answer. But.
It's not. That's what Coach Mott is trying to figure out. But it really varies. With the games. I think like one loss could be turnovers or defensive inconsistency or just like a lack of energy, and it doesn't seem like it's a like within each game. Like, cause I feel like they're all like grouped together, but within each game, it isn't like one particular thing. Like one thing leads to another thing, and then it just snowballs from there. So I feel like once we learn how to properly fight through adversity, doing it the right way, I think we'd be headed in the right direction.
Andre, you mentioned looking at this as an opportunity. Do you feel ready to kind of step into this role and contribute more minutes and give the team maybe not what Kata gave them, but what you can give them, I guess?
Definitely just getting better every day in practice. What I'm focusing on, just getting better and being ready. Just be ready for whatever the team needs for me to do to win. That's all I'm worried about is winning.
Well, what do you think the team needs you to do to win?
Um, I mean, whatever it is that game. I mean, defense, rebounding, setting picks for get open, hitting open shots, just whatever it is.
As you look at film and as you get your experience, I know talking to Thad, he had said the three that you had in the corner the other night, he said you should have just taken it as a 2 and said you kind of step back and you take the 3 and came up a little short. Are those things that you're still learning? Is that part of like just getting used to the speed of the game, the pace of the game, that when you get that 2 to take the 2, not step back, take the 3?
Yeah, just little things like that I gotta work on. Just being ready and just, like I said, just taking advantage of the opportunity.
For both of you guys, Thad has talked about losing Caden. He's talked about David Lighty, and a couple of years ago when they lost him midseason to a foot injury. I just wonder if Thad's ever used that example. Does Thad talk about David Lighty very often to you guys?
He talks about Dave a lot, but he hasn't used that example in particular, or at least not yet.
When he talks about Dave, what does he say?
He said Dave's a great locker room guy, one of the toughest dudes he's ever coached. Great defender. Just he took all the little things and did them all at an elite level, and that's what set him apart from everybody else, and that's why he'll always have a great legacy here.
Cam, I was wondering, how important do you think it is just to continue to have a positive mindset despite not getting the results you want in recent games? And as a group, how are you guys trying to make sure that remains positive, that you can push forward?
I mean, we know we haven't been playing our best basketball, so we just gotta keep fighting, you know. And having a positive mindset can contribute to a lot of things, just not on the basketball court, just in life in general. I feel like when you have a positive mindset, it opens your mind to new things, and just keep having that positive attitude. Just keep attacking. You know, if it doesn't work the first time, just keep going with it, and eventually, we know the code is going to eventually get cracked, because, like I said before, it's not like we're playing 40 minutes of bad basketball. We have bad stretches, and we also have good stretches, and just unfortunately the bad stretches have been outweighing the good stretches. So I feel like once we find that consistency with getting a good stretch, we'll be fine.
I feel like it'd be difficult to have that mindset given what's happened at the start of Big Ten play. Do you feel like, Cam, the way that you're viewing things now is how everyone's viewing things, or are there maybe guys who this is affecting in a negative way?
I can't really say in particular, but it's not like we come back in the locker room and it's just like, you know, damn, like we suck. That's not the mindset at all. Like we know, like in the Minnesota game, we know it was a stretch where like one bad thing happened. A guy hit a contested 3, we turn the ball over. A guy hits another 3, and then we just have a bad 5-8 minutes. But after we get through that 5-8 minutes, you know, we were able to come back and get stops and, you know, string on a run. And I feel like once we can do that, and once we don't go down, 18-3? I feel like once we nip that in the bud earlier, we'll be okay.